Hey everyone, Todd Stone here. If you have any questions about what I'm about to show you, please feel free to email me at dot stone, STONE, at dell.com. All right, so what we're looking at is the Isilon Solution Design course. It used to be a 5-day course, but we wanted to turn it into an online course and do something different than just the traditional slideware where we're putting PowerPoints up online and people are clicking next or previous. So when we start out this course, we have them enter their name here and we collect that name in a variable so that we can personalize this course more to them. So you can see we refer to them, the name that we collect right here. They can dive right into the course if they're already familiar with the course and coming back to it. We don't need to go through and tell them everything that they need to do to go through the course. But if they're new to the course, they can go right here to learn about course, and we explain the course to them, and we walk through the items on the menu. So once we go through that, they've got an idea of what these different items are that they're seeing in the course. We go to the menu right here. The menu will pop out, and as they mouse over the different modules in this menu, they'll see the learning objectives over on the right hand side. At this point, we only have these items available, but we're currently developing the other modules as well that are grayed out here. All right, so once they see the options available to them, just to let you know, the menu can go in and out. The reason why I set the menu up like this is since it's a simulation, I want the user to be in the experience. And when you see your traditional slide where you have the menu over on the left hand side and you're always looking at that menu and you're saying, all right, how many more slides do I have to go until I get to the end? So I wanted to take that out of the equation. I don't want someone to be focusing on that menu. I want them to focus on the experience. So I have this menu that will come in and out as needed and still give the participant a way to navigate through the course and get around, but just not have it be something that's distracting them. So they click over here and then they're now taken into the experience. So you see that right here we're referring to their name right here. The idea of the training is this is set up for a solution architect, so someone that is going to be going out into the field and they're going to be meeting with the customer and they're going to be listening to the customer and trying to figure out a good Isilon solution for that customer. So we have them shadowing or being mentored by the solution architect. In this case, we're calling this character Jim, and they're going out in the field. They're getting some information to set them up for a meeting with a customer from Jim. So as we look at this, we can see here that he's giving us some background on the customer and who we're going to go meet. So a little background information. And then he's asking us some questions here that just to get us ready that are to do with what we're going to be meeting with the customer on. So if we get it incorrect, you see we get this menu, or not this menu, but this incorrect layer that's showing up here. If we get it correct, we get this one. And then we just go through and we get the different ones. And you see in this one, this is one where it's asking for multiple. So it's asking for more than just one. All right, we've gotten those. We move forward. Also notice one of the things I wanted to introduce in this is gamification. Gamification is something I've been really interested in. I think it has a lot of potential as far as learning and keeping students engaged in the course. So you notice up here, up in the right-hand corner, we have a score. So each time the user selects the correct question, they get 5 points added to the score. And you also notice that right here we're incorporating video into this. So we just didn't want it to be an experience where they're clicking through stuff just like they would in normal slideware. But we want to include video and different things to mix it up here, and video definitely has a place inside of courses. So in this case, we're showing them a video of something they're going to be going and talking to the customer about. So if we click this, we've got a video scribe right here. You can't hear any of the narration in here, but we're talking about the different nodes and showing the learner the different nodes. So we're setting them up for questions that they're going to be asked down the road in this course. So I'm just going to sort of skip through some of this, but what we're using right here is we're using a video scribe to set this up, and ESAP did these video scribes for us and did a great job. So I definitely want to give them a call out here. So as here, I'm going to skip forward in the line here. So once they get to the end, we give them a button to move on. Okay, so now we've got our button to move on. All right, so now we're going out. We're going to go meet with the customer, but something happens with Jim. He has to go, and this is sort of a theme throughout the training. As we get to go meet with the customer, something happens with Jim. He bugs out and he's not there for us. So now as the learner, we're placed in the situation of having to answer the questions directly to the customer. He just gives us some information and says, don't forget about our tablet. So we have this idea of the tablet, and this is where we keep all the training. So what would normally be a 5-day training, they'd be going through all these PowerPoints talking about the different topics. If I click right here, it brings up this idea of the tablet, and we have these different sections in the tablet, and this would be the typical slideware that you would go through in the class. So in this case, we're looking at platform architecture, and we have
Upon completion of
different
this
parts of the
module,
platform
you should be
architecture.
able to explain. Upon completion of this lesson, you should be able to describe the
hear this right now,
phases
but
of
this is
solution
all
development
each slide
and
in this
understand
is
some of the
narrated.
tools used in the process.
So we go through here, and this is what
The goal
we're used
is
to
to quickly
seeing
determine
as
if
far as our
Isilon is a
slideware.
good
It's a
fix for
PowerPoint
this
that's been
environment.
imported. You can go through it
There are
next,
several.
previous.
The goal.
So the idea is this is more
Once
of a
analyzing the customer response
just
to
in
the
time.
phases of solutions design.
When they have a question, or they're being given a question that they don't know, they can go to this tablet and they can search through. They can find the answer and get that information. But if they know the answer to the question, they can just go through it and answer it. So instead of being forced to go through all of this training linearly and just hitting next through all this training, they can go through the stuff. They can answer the stuff that they know, and then the stuff that they need more help with, they can go to the tablet and they can take that training and get that information there. As well, they can also go through the student guide right here. We have a link that is the student guide for the training, and they can go get that. So if they're wanting to just go through the student guide and go take the test, they can do that as well. But we're hoping that they find the training interesting and they go through it. So we go through here. Now we also, as far as the course and how it's set up, we try and give them just-in-time information. So instead of going through a big module at the beginning that says, all right, this is how you go through the course, as things are coming up, just like in a video game, we give you information about what's going on at that time. So right now we're talking about the customer engagement. And the idea with customer engagement is, it's another way to gamify this, is the idea that when you're talking with a customer, they're going to be more engaged if you're answering the question correctly. And they're going to come back to you, and they're going to be a happier customer if you're answering that question correctly. But if you're answering that question wrong, you're going to lose their focus. You're going to lose that engagement. So what we have is, as questions are being asked to the participant, if they get them correctly, the customer is more engaged and they're happy. And if they're answering them wrong, then the customer is going to lose focus. So we've got a little information about that right here. As soon as we we learn about that. We go in here. You can see that as we mouse over the picture of the customer, we can tell what their CSAT or what their customer satisfaction level is. And if you have any question about that, you can go to this question mark, and once again, you're being shown what the different stages are. So they can be either neutral, they can be happy, or they can be unhappy. In this case, when we're starting out with the customer, they're neutral. We can go either way. We can make them happy, or we can make them unhappy. So then we go through this, and they start asking us questions. So now we're having to give them answers. This is our test, and all these questions are tied to the objectives for that module. So the idea being that if they can go through here and they can answer all these questions, they've met the objectives for that module. They don't have to go through and read everything. But if for any reason they're getting the questions wrong, they're going to have to go refer to the tablet and the information in that tablet to get those answers. So we answer it correctly. This is what we see. We get some feedback. We're told good job. All right, now if we can see, all right, already the customer satisfaction is they're becoming happy as we answer these questions. Uh, they're loving it. They're feeling happy. But if we start getting them wrong, all right, we get this. Seriously? Like they're asking, all right, this just doesn't sound right. Double check on this. And you can see that this character it's dynamic. So a lot of this course is based on variables and using variables in storyline. So with the CSAT score, it starts out at 50. So you have a score between 1 and 100, and 50 is right in the middle. So as we get questions correctly, we add to this variable, this score that starts out at 50. So the closer it gets to 100, the happier the customer is. The closer it gets to 0, the more unhappy the customer is. So they're back to neutral. We can also change the character's look based on whatever that variable is. So right now, they're not looking too happy here. And if we keep getting it wrong, all right, now we're really losing the customer. And you can see right here, we're losing them. But let's start getting these correct and see if we can change this around. All right, so now you see the customer, they're neutral. All right, so we've finished that little section there. We have Jim here. He's coming back. He's giving us a little feedback. This is also based on the CSAT score. So if we did a terrible job, you'd see a picture of Jim just holding his nose like, all right, this stinks. You've done a terrible job. But we're sort of in the middle right here. So we're realizing that we're not answering all the questions correctly. We may need to refer to the tablet a little bit more, but the customer understands. All right, so once again, Jim has to bug out. We're stuck in the position of having to answer all the customer's questions. All right, customer's happy. We continue to move through this, getting stuff correct. We screwed up. All right, there we go. Once again, Jim's here giving us some feedback. All right, congratulations. All right, so we earned 100 bonus points. So this is another part of the gamification. So once you get through a module, you have a range of bonus points that you can achieve. So if you've answered a lot of the questions correctly and the CSAT score is up towards 100, you get more bonus points. So you maybe get like around 500 bonus points. If you're somewhere in the middle, maybe you're getting like around 100 bonus points. We're in the middle in this case. Or if you get more towards 0, you're not getting any bonus points. So just a way to get more points. And right here we see what our final score is. So we have the option to play again and try and get a higher score, or we can move on to the next lesson, or we can just say I'm done and get out of here, and then when we come back in, we'll be brought back to this spot to continue if we want to. So that's the idea behind the training and sort of the gamification concepts behind it. and what we're doing. So we're really excited about this, and really looking forward to getting it out there and getting feedback on it. So once again, let me know if you have any questions about this. My name's Todd Stone, and I can be emailed at Todd, Todd, dot Stone, Stone, at Dell.com. All right, take care. Thank you.